One important thing you gotta remember during the Holocaust, women will be having children without souls. Not kidding. I'm serious. The children will not have any souls at all. They'll be born without souls during the apocalypse. Now, another thing too, during the war to end all wars, the window to heaven will be shut. Nobody will be able to talk to God during that time or get any help for anything during that time. God will be unreachable, untouchable. Nobody will be able to talk to him at all or ask him for anything. The problem will be spirits will move into Christians and demons. And the problem will be they won't be able to cast the demons out of the Christians that are in them at that time, because the window will be completely shut to heaven, and they'll have no way of reaching God to get that spirit cast out. So they will have to kill the Christians in order to get the demons out of them, and even non-Christians alike, Christians and non-Christians alike. It will get bad because they will lash out, and they won't have control over their own bodies even because of the demons getting in them to begin with. That's how bad it's going to get during the apocalypse. And that will happen. I'm not kidding you. It's one of the things it talks about. And millions of people will be slain as a result. And that's one of the reasons they'll have to shut down the churches at that point. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I tried to explain this to my minister, and he could not understand how I knew. Well, I know only because God has told me through the Bible. I'm remembering everything 100% of what I read, and it's like it just stores up in my mind as memory so that I can talk about it and explain to you what it means. God has given me an understanding of the Bible I never had before. That's how close to the last days we are. And yes, we are getting closer and closer each day to the last days, to where Christ will come soon. I've had visions, I've had dreams. I've had everything they say that you're going to have before Christ comes. And a lot of people have. Out of 9 children, my husband's mom gave me a picture of her husband in an army uniform. When I was little and I was sleeping in my room that night, I looked under the desk. I saw a man in an army uniform. And then the next morning, I told my mom about it. And she said, your window was locked. No way anybody could have gotten in your room, Paula. Well, you know, out of those 9 kids, when she handed me that picture, it looked just like that man that I saw under my desk. I had met my husband's father before I met him. I'm not kidding you. It's how close my husband and I were. And I had no idea. It was when I was a little kid. He had red hair, yes. He had the red hair, red curly hair. He was wearing an army uniform. And it was World War II. Not kidding. But only thing was, it's almost like I had seen him back in time when he was in the war. Not in the present. Because there was no war going on when I saw him. That's the weird part. And he had the family dog sitting right beside him. Nice, big, pretty dog. Not kidding. And I had seen them both when I was a little girl. I couldn't get up or anything. I was totally in a trance-like state, and I couldn't get up. Normally, I would walk into Mom's room and get in bed with her and say, I'm scared, Mom. But I didn't. I couldn't. I wasn't able to. Yeah, that was a vision, all right. Given to me by God. That was one connection my husband and I had that nobody could come in between. We were connected very deeply. My husband talks to me all the time from heaven, and not a voice that I can hear, no. Not in an audible voice. Just little things. And you know, that's all right. He tells me a lot. And God tells me a lot about what's coming so that I can warn others and so that I can tell others. There's nothing wrong with listening to my husband. There really isn't. That's one connection I'll always have. It's like a telephone line from heaven. And I'm fortunate I have that. Like I say, we have something special nobody else has. And that's what you have to remember as an IT. There's a lot of us. We all have something special that they want. Remember that. Take care and God bless all of you. Bye now.